What is going on, VeVe fam? This is VeVe Gamble back with another video. I hope everybody is having a good holiday, staying safe. It's almost the end of 2021. It's been a heck of a year. I think we can all agree, but I'm looking forward to the new year. I hope everyone has their goals planned out. I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. I think if you want to get something done, you should start today and get it done, But I do feel like there is a mental reset when you are entering into a new year. So I hope everyone can capitalize on that and take that with them. But obviously today we're going to be talking about technical analysis when it comes to the OMI charts. And I'm going to try and come at this from a different angle. I'm going to come at it from a way if I was your average investor who has not looked at the OMI stock before, knows nothing about it, but is just looking at the chart. I'm going to be talking about the good and the bad of the chart. And yeah, let's get into the video, and I hope you learned something from this video. I've been trying to educate myself more on trading, how stocks move, patterns, stuff of that nature. So I hope I can provide you with value. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is the yearly chart. As you can see, everyone knows what this is from, and if you don't, this actually happened. This was a pump and dump. Yes, OMI at one point in time was getting treated as a pump and dump, and that is very sad to say because OMI is definitely not the crypto token you want to pump and dump. But again, this was at the time where kind of Doge was in its prime, I'm pretty sure, and everyone was just looking at that get rich quick token. And that's what happened right here. You jump from 0.002 all the way to 0.013. And I'm pretty sure this happened because there was one of the Batman drops, if I'm correct, that it got in the news. Word spreads fast in crypto, guys. If a crypto token has a catalyst like that, especially in the time frame back in March when Dogecoin was going crazy, you could only imagine. You could only imagine what people were trying to do at this point in time. Crazy money was made. I mean, think about if you threw in $10,000 back at 0.002, you 6x'd your money. You 6x'd your money all the way at the top. But let me tell you what the bad thing about this here and why it kind of shows I don't want to say a weak spot in the chart, but it's negative. It's negative, and I'll tell you why. When a stock goes up like this, pumps all the way up to the top, making new highs, it is usually going to retract about 50% of that in your normal uptrend. As you can see, this is a clear downtrend. You have a high here, lower high here, lower highs here, lower highs here, and that goes all the way down. If this was healthy, a healthy uptrend, you would have went from 0.0013, which is all the way at the top, and you would have fell somewhere in between 0.006, 0.007, and then it would have went to keep going up if in a perfect world OMI was not getting treated as a pump and dump coin. But as you see, it fell all the way down to 0.0014, which is about right around there. And guys, I actually bought in right around here in the sevens. I bought in here right around the sevens, and I watched this thing fall all the way down. And that was hard. That was hard, but I was educated on VeVe. I was watching YouTubers like Cavell. To be honest, Cavell was the only YouTuber I paid attention to back then, and Cavell makes me feel so bullish every time I watch his videos. Love Cavell. I love his energy. I know he gets a lot of hate. I even have got tired of some things he does, but I love Cavell. He's taught me so much about VeVe, and yeah, no hate towards Cavell at all. Great guy, brings tons of energy, and he's personally my favorite YouTuber to watch. So I just want to clarify that I'm not hating on Cavell or anything like that. But at this point in time, from March, May, June, all I was doing is looking at Cavell Anderson videos, getting educated. And he did that for me as well as a lot of other people. And that made me dollar cost average all the way down, even though we're breaking all of these levels. And look, guys, since this pumped, there is no resistant levels. Okay, you could call that a resistant level, but that's not even a resistant level because, it bounced down a tiny little bit, then went all the way back up. It's just fake. It's not relevant. But yeah, We fall all the way down to 0.0014. And guys, I was putting money in this whole time, but if I knew, I did know, but I didn't capitalize as much as I would have liked to when it was all the way down here. Think about it, when you're all the way down here, $1,000 into OMI is a million tokens, about 1 million tokens. And that right there is a lot, especially where we're sitting at now and where we're headed in the future, which we all know we're headed. But guys, that's the bad side when looking at the OMI chart. You know, this whole area right here is just, a lot of people remember that area and don't want to go back to it. I know Andre Jake he had some troubles in this area too, as well as a lot of other people. And that's the bad thing about a chart, this chart. If I was coming in as, you know, your average investor who knows nothing about the OMI token or OMI or VeVe, I wouldn't like this. I wouldn't like this, but it's so obvious to understand what was going on here that it wouldn't really affect my decision to find out more or, you know, put my money into the crypto token. Now, when we hit 0.0014, this is where things actually get pretty good because we actually see it rise. You know, it's super undervalued here. I'm not sure if we could say it was undervalued for the time period what it was in, but people saw what had just happened. People are getting educated and, you know, people start buying. We bring it back up to 0.004. And this is a resistance level right here. We can mark this as a resistant level because it bounced off it and then right back down into a downtrend. And you know it's a downtrend because you have lower highs, and at this high point, you have this low point. And then you see it breaks this low point over here at 0.002 and goes down even further. You know, look at my mouse, you know it's a downtrend when you have a high here. Look at the lowest low. The previous lowest low, we can zoom in a little bit. It would be right here, right here. So as soon as we break this level here, it goes down even further, right? That's kind of a bad marking to use. Let me do this one right here. So between this high point and this high point, the lowest low is right here at 0.003. So we know we're continuing a downtrend when we break this point right here, which would happen over here. And I think this is June 23rd. We break it and we go down even further. That's how you know it's a downtrend, when you're breaking support levels that are relevant. We break a couple support levels, we fall again. We're hovering in the 0.002s for a bit. We break the 3s. But look at this, guys. You have, so let's zoom out again. You have a downtrend, minor uptrend, another downtrend. There's way more downtrends than uptrends right now. But look what happens. Look what happens by the time we start reaching end of July, August. People see the announcements coming, the brands working with them. The community starts getting built. Sorry, excuse me. But look, now we have higher lows. We have a low here, a low here, a low here, and a low here. They're all higher than the last one. You know we're in an uptrend because look at this. We have, let's use this point right here. When do we break this point? When do we break this point right here? We break this point over here. So now we can say, oh, okay, we broke the last resistant level. So now we're heading up. We're heading up. We make a high point right here. Okay, we get pushed down. So this is our resistant level now. And you see back in June, we're at the same level, a resistant level. So the next goal to continue this uptrend is we have to break this level. Well, you see we go down again to 0.0036. A higher low than the previous low, which would be down here, around here. And right around here, we break it. And we go up further. We go up further. Now we have to break this point. So we're moving horizontal for a little bit. We break it right here. We go up further. Now we got to break this point. We fall down a tiny little bit. Wouldn't call it a downtrend. We break it right here and we go up even further. That's an uptrend. And let me tell you why this is a healthy uptrend. It's because if you think about it like stairs. Think about it like stairs. So you go up, you come down a bit. You go up, you fill the gap. You go up, you fill the gap. You go up, you fill the gap. And the gap is just the cover from the previous point to the point you're using as a reference when trying to continue the uptrend. And then as you see, this is kind of the main part of the chart I've been looking at recently. And to be honest, I've been looking at this recently because, you know, we've been moving in between this area of 0.006 and 0.008. We have large resistance here. Obviously, we bounced off the top twice here and here. So we got rejected there twice. And obviously, if you learned something from earlier, we actually enter a downtrend because look at this. We have the lowest point right here. So when's the next time we break this point? We break it over here, down. This is the point. When's the next time we break that point? Right over here, right? The next point. So this right here, this area right here is a minor downtrend, but you know, it's not as significant as you might think because we've been holding in the zone between 0.006 and 0.008, and that is important because when you're moving horizontally, you know, the crypto token, it's unsure whether it's going to move up or down, and you're going to see minor changes in each way because as you see, we touch the 5s down here and we're going back up a little bit. Obviously, you know, we're still moving horizontally, and that's basically where we're at right here. And this is healthy. This is healthy because you have the staircase here. You have a cupping pattern right here. This is the base. This is right here is the base before the horizontal trend. This is forming a base and building buyers who want to hold the token. It's shaking all the loose hands out, and this is how a stock increases. Boom. You get right here, and now it's unsure of what it wants to do. Eventually, it can't stay in the zone forever. Eventually, it's going to make a move upwards, and it's going to make a move downwards. Obviously, we wanted to make the move upwards, but again, you never know. Personally, since we have the base here, and we've had buyers building their OMI bag and willing to hold it, which shows in the chart right here, this is what that tells us. I don't see us falling below this support line right here, because as you can see, we bounced off it multiple times right here, here. It seems like we have enough buyers that are looking to hold the token around this area, so I don't see us falling below this unless something terrible would happen. But yeah, other than that, I think the next move is up. I mean, I wish I could draw lines on this chart particularly, because I can show you guys a couple patterns I see forming, but there are a couple good ones. And this is a healthy chart in my opinion. I know some people may disagree, you know, some people may have a lot of other things to say about it, but in my personal opinion, this is a healthy chart for any crypto token, any stock, and this is something I personally would want to see when investing in the token, because you know, being able to look at this chart, it tells me a lot. Like I said, it shows you what the buyers are doing and who's getting shaken out and at what levels. And as you break those levels, it means you're accumulating more buyers. And when you have something like this where you can't push us down below this support line, it tells us that the buying power actually picks up and exceeds the sellers every time this touches down here. And that's really important to know. And you know, if I had to predict something, I say in the next January, February, next 2 months, you're gonna see a move. I think you're gonna see a move up to the 8s, in my personal opinion. We'll see what happens though. And yeah, guys, that's my personal opinion on what I think someone that's not invested in Ecomi or hasn't looked at their charts would think about Ecomi when looking at their charts. And if you guys have any feedback, I would love to hear it. Comment it. I'd love to hear it. I'll reply. And last but not least, check out the Instagram and check out the Discord. I'm trying to provide tons of value in the Discord. There's flipping plays, there's raffles, stuff like that. I'm trying to build a community. So if you're interested, please join the Discord, and obviously subscribe to the channel, help the homie grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope everyone has a lovely start to the new year. Thank you guys.